So papasok na kami dito sa Cuckoo Factory. So actually hindi ako familiar kung ano yung cuckoo, pero nakita ko para siyang clock, wooden clock. And yung, ha? Anong significance? Hindi ko alam eh.
Lumalabas pag nag-hit ng
Lumalabas yung manok.
Oo.
Lumalabas yung manok kaya cuckoo. Pero hindi ko alam bakit sa Germany famous ang cuckoo clock. And they're bringing tourists dito sa factory na ito. So samahan nyo lang ako. Tingnan natin kung ano talaga yung significance nitong clock na ito. Kasi parang personally para sa akin parang hindi ko kailangan ito eh.
Kailangan ng kukuha ay may alarm clock.
Kaya ba? So ito talaga yung bigger version ng cuckoo clock. Itong sa harap na ito. And our tour manager, he was saying na itong dalawang figures na nakikita yung sa harap ng bintana, sumasayaw every 3 o'clock. So abangan natin ito mamaya. So yung bibili namin siguro smaller version ito. This is the giant version of the cuckoo clock.
So that kids will motivate. All of us.
So this is one of the souvenir shops. Actually naghahanap ako ng souvenir shirt. At ito yung mga sinasabing cuckoo clocks. Ayan. So this guy in front of me is going to show us how to do how to make the cuckoo clock. He's going to demonstrate to us how they do the cuckoo clock.
My name is Nick, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the history of cuckoo clocks and how we make them today. Now, everything started 1600 with 2 farmers, okay, which they was living here in this area, and they couldn't work their land during the winter because of the snow. So they had 2-3 meters snow, so they had to make an income, right, in order to survive the winter. So they decided to make clocks, and this was the very first kind of a clock which was made in the Black Forest. The wooden steam clock. Okay?
Which year?
1640. It's written over there. So, 1640, they make this very unique clock. It's entirely made out of wood. The mechanism, as you see, also wooden. 3 wooden gears. 1 single hand just for the hours. Okay? And the balance on the top to adjust the speed of time. It works by gravity, as you see. A single stone as a weight. And that was pretty much everything. They need to wind it up like this every, well, two times a day. That was 2 to 3 times a day. Now, as you can see, you cannot say the exact time because of the one hand, right? So even if you get late to work, nobody's gonna notice. So 50 years later, someone came up with the idea to put a second hand, so the clock is gonna be more accurate. Also, to make it nicer by putting this kind of shield in front of the clock. Okay, they paint it with different designs, as you can see, and make it much more attractive for the buyers. Now, this is the second generation of the Black Forest clocks, the shield clocks. Now, the shield clocks, as you understand, it came in many different colors and many different designs. And also, we had special editions like this one here. We call it the mother-in-law clock. As you can see, the man, he didn't work hard enough. So his mother-in-law, he took a visit. He went over there and he showed him the way. So, after that, in 1900 was the year who the train arrives in the Black Forest for the first time, because the train station was built here. Now, the engineer who made the train station, he also wanted a clock for his train station. So what he did, he made a competition, right, to choose the better clock for his train station. Now, all the clock makers of the area, they make their best to do the best clock. So this is the winning clock over here. As you can see, the track of the train as a decoration, plus the wine leaves around, which was also typical decoration for the time. Alright, but the most exciting part of the clock is the cuckoo bird. So for the first time, 1900, you have the cuckoo bird, the cuckoo clock, as we know it today. So two weights, as you can see, one for the clock, one for the bird. Alright? Now, after that, they went further and further with decoration and carving, and there was making clocks like this here. So people that was actually trying to work together in order to make one big clock so they can sell it in high price and split the income during the winter. Alright? Now, how we do the clocks today? Let's go to the technical part. The wood, the most important thing. We call it basswood. You might also know it as a lime wood. In German, we call it Lindenholz. Okay? Now, it's very soft wood, and if you leave it dry for at least 2 months, it gets so soft, which the technicians say it's almost like a buttered car. So, they start with a house like this. They cut it by machine and put it together by hand. Alright?
You want to see?
Then they cut the frame and they put it in front of the house. So this is the first decoration.
Right, let's go.
Okay, and then comes the top part like this, and then you have the cuckoo house. Now, inside you have the mechanism. The mechanism, it has 4 different types. This is the daily mechanism, runs for 24 hours. That one here is a weekly one, runs actually for 8 days, but we still call it weekly. This is the daily with music and dancers on the clock, on the top, and the weekly one with the same music and dancers mechanism. Now, music and dancers. If you have a cuckoo clock with music, then you have this device inside your clock. This is the music box, and it's also the only part of your clock which is not made in Germany, it's made in Switzerland. Okay? Yes. So if you try to hear it, you're not gonna hear much. You know why? Well, it's made in Switzerland. So, if you adjust it in a piece of wood, like here inside the house, and you try again, it's because the wood works as an amplifier, amplifies the sound of the music box, and you can hear it much louder and clear. Now, the clocks with music and dancers acquire a third weight. So when you see a clock with 3 weights, means it has a music and probably also dancers on the top. All right? Now about the Cuckoo Voice, the story says that the farmers, they was trying actually to reproduce the sound of a rooster, but they couldn't make it. So accidentally they find the Cuckoo Voice. So we have 2 bellows, 2 different tones. If you combine it, easy as that. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a
Thank
great day.
you, thank you. Actually, may kamahalan yung mga clock nila. Yung price nun nasa 200 plus euros. Pero yung shirts nila, okay lang. Bumili ako isa, yung souvenir shirt nila. And it's only 15 euro. So times 4, it's 60 dirhams. 60 dirhams times 15, less than 1,000 pesos. Yun lang yung kaya ng budget eh. At least meron tayong souvenir from Germany.